What's going on? Welcome to Blockchain Tech and Finance News with me, your host, KinToshi. I'm just doing some news articles today on this thankful Thanksgiving. If you're celebrating in the world, I pray you're having a great and kind, safe day with family, friends, or just a good and safe day in general. If you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications here to Blockchain Tech and Finance News. I'll be doing this at best, usually every morning. But and you can also chat in the chats. In the comments, I have all these news articles on the recap episodes on the YouTube side, and you can watch this live on YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, and or Twitter. We got the news with Corgi today. Hanging out, being lapdog. All right, let's go into the coin market cap right after this transition. All right, first, right off the bat, we have Bitcoin at $58,814, up 1.81% in the past 24 hours, to up 2.51%. Ethereum is up 5.90% at $4,513.12. Binance Coin number 3, $634.07, up 8.07%. Tether is at $1. Solana 209, up 1.84%. Cardano ADA $1.69 at 2, up 2.21%. XRP Ripple $1.05, up 2.05%. Polkadot 39.48, up 2.32%. USDC is $1. Dogecoin 22 cents, up 1.78%. Avalanche, which I've heard is vastly growing, $119, up 1.01%. Shiba Inu up 7.88%. Still fractions of a penny. Imagine Shiba Inu being like a penny. I could see it someday. We'll see. Crypto.com down 13.14% at 79 cents. Terra Luna $43, up 11.26%. And Litecoin. So those are the top 10 right here, between Bitcoin all the way down to Dogecoin. And then we have let's see, Shiba Inu. Yeah, we got Avalanche, Shiba Inu, Crypto.com coin, Terra Luna, Litecoin, LTC, Wrap Bitcoin, Uniswap Uni, Binance US, BUSD, Polygon Matic, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, Algorand, Decentraland. 7-day is up 36% on Decentraland Mana. Elrond, Axie Infinity, Stellar, VeChain, Internet Computer, Theta, FTX, Terra USD, and Tron TRX. Tron TRX at 10 cents, down 1.63% on the 7-day, up 2.81% on the 24-hour. You want to get down? Go ahead, puppy. Go run. So let's go into let's see, what are the top gainers. Biggest gainers today are Mega Lottery Services Global, up 1,599%. Mars, SpaceX, MPX up 512%. Safe Drive up 476%. And recently we got Pugfather token, Star Wars Cat, Chives coin, and trending we got Cody, Nevada, and King Shiba. I don't know anything about those. Do your own research and take caution in the marketplace. Most definitely not financial advice in any regards either. All right, let's go spin up this first article here. Got a few different articles to read from. I'm just gonna jump right into these article spaces. Skip the transition. Let's start reading. 10 crypto or Web3 arguments to bluff your way through Thanksgiving. How to survive. Bloomberg's gonna make me subscribe here. Let's let's go on to the next one. Everyone's probably done with their Thanksgiving dinners anyways by this time, and or having them right now. Let's go to the first article here. Blockchain gaming. This is from the block. This is from Yogita Khatri. Blockchain gaming guild Avocado raises 18 million from Solana Ventures and others. And the quick take, Avocado Guild has raised $18 million from Animoca Brands. What is this? No thanks. Animoca Brands, Solana Ventures, Three Arrows Capital, and others. The 6-month-old Avocado Guild is now valued at $200 million. Avocado Guild, a blockchain gaming startup similar to 16Z backed Yield Guild Games. Yield Guild, has raised $18 million in a Series A funding round. Animoca Brands and QCP Soteria Node QSN co-led the round with Solana Ventures, Three Arrows Capital, Polygon Studios, and others participating in the round. Brings just 6-month-old Avocado Guild valuation at $200 million. This is the startup's first fundraise, and it is an equity round. Its founder, CEO Brendan Wong, told The Block, but the investors will also get some AVG token. He said AVG is Avocado's Guild native token that is yet to be launched. The round appears to be heavily oversubscribed. According to the pitch deck seen by that block, Avocado Guild was looking to raise only $5 to $8 million for its Series A. Notably, the startup is on track to an $80 million revenue run rate by the end of this year. According to the deck, revenue run rate is a forecasting method that enables firms to predict their financial performance over a coming period based on past earnings data. And what are the gaming guilds? As a blockchain gaming guild, Avocado Guild purchases in-game items and lends them out to play-to-earn games players in return for a share of rewards earned by the players. Let's take an example of the Axie Infinity game. It requires players to buy 3 Axies, in-game creatures with unique traits, for playing the game. Axies can be expensive. The current floor price of an Axie is around $100. According to tracker Chill Axie, this means users will have to spend at least $300 to start playing the game. With guilds like Avocado Guild and Yield Guild Games, players won't have to buy Axie-like assets and instead borrow them from these guilds. These guilds run so-called scholarship programs in which a community manager of a guild lends in-game assets to a scholar or a player. Rewards are then split between manager and the scholar. Avocado Guild currently supports 7 games, including Axie Infinity, Cyball, and Rev Racing. Its scholarship program includes over 7,000 members, and it aims to increase it to 12,000 by the end of this year. So as the guild getting traction, Avocado Guild's funding comes 3 months after Yield Guild Games YGG raised a small $4.6 million round led by 16Z. The YGG token's price has shot up since the launch, and its current market capitalization is over $780 million. And its fully diluted valuation is nearly $9 billion, according to CoinGecko. This partially explains why Avocado Guild's funding round was oversubscribed. With backing from notable investors, along with the intersection of crypto and gaming being a hot topic right now. We believe the play-to-earn P2E industry is still in its nascent stage, Wong told The Block. There are over 1 billion active gamers out there in the world who still need exposure to this amazing movement. The guilds of this space are the engine to fuel the P2E economy. P2E is here to stay, and AG is committed to help build the future of Web3. There are currently 14 people working for Avocado Guild, and the startup is looking to expand its team in the engineering and operations function, said Wong. Avocado Guild is currently also in the process of transitioning to a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO. The transition to Avocado DAO is in progress while we develop the smart contracts necessary to pass governance to token holders. We are currently planning for the launch of our token to start the process, said Wong. So that's here. Blockchain Gaming Guild Avocado raises $18 million from Solana Ventures and others. All right, let's go. You know what? I'm just going to keep doing this. Let's go into the next one. Next one is from Cointelegraph. Sarah Jansen, writer for Cointelegraph. Platform rebuilds blockchain gaming with a full-scale game, including lore and backstories. Here we go. So load. New blockchain games prove the technology's ability to demonstrate accountability, providing fairness and exciting gameplay for all players. As it currently stands, the gaming world is set up so that distrust is common among enthusiasts, with concerns around the management of in-game assets. With the economy growing quicker than ever before, players have had a seemingly difficult time verifying the scarcity of their assets. had to move one thing. Assets are guaranteeing real ownership, not to mention the concerns around the technology being registered and monitored via a secure system. Among other benefits, blockchain has proven to help many industries that once lacked accountability. The technology itself facilitates transactions that are immutable or unchangeable between two strangers on the internet. In practice, this feature can prove fairness to all players through scarcity of in-game assets, including non-fungible tokens, NFTs, by revealing the actual amount available and the changes in receiving the item. Nightlife Crypto addresses this with the development and future release of its flagship game, with what members of their team share as a full-scale game, including lore and backstories that could very well become a novel. High quality graphics, ultra fun gameplay, and multiple ways to earn end life, one of which doesn't even require playing the game. A feature that the team says has never been seen before in crypto. Operating as an emerging startup, Nightlife Crypto provides players with an opportunity backed with high level security, usability, user data protection, and zero in-game user transaction fees for its offerings. A game known as Nightlife Drifting. Nightlife Drifting is an action arcade-style racing game where players focus on drifting. Gameplay is connected to the integration of play-to-earn, end-life tokens, and playable NFTs, allowing users to win in-game assets on the Polygon network Matic that can then be used, traded, or sold in the marketplace. Since then, the team has announced its partnership with Polygon's NFT marketplace for their first partnership series NFTs in their upcoming game, Nightlife Drifting. So, going for a drift, by partnering with Polygon, Nightlife Crypto will unveil a never-before-seen branded car known as the Matic GT. The vehicle itself is purchasable as an NFT, which players can drive in the game. Races occur in the Neo-Tokyo-style city, a place where neon lights light up the surrounding scenery. Users will explore 5 districts and many more sub-districts, each purchasable as an NFT that projects or companies may purchase as an advertisement in their brand, including billboards placed around the city that players may view as they drive by, as well as earn with the competitive races when competitive races occur in their district. The car is released as part of Nightlife Crypto's partnership, and it includes custom front spoiler, rear bumper, paint, rims, and license plate NFT that are also available for purchase. Most of these parts will be made available as a one-time design in partnership with Polygon, which will be limited in availability. Within the series, players can expect a custom gold paint with the Matic GT, which will have a mint limit of 3 total. In addition, Nightlife Crypto is burning 20% of the NFT series weekly, while they're raising the prices by 20% as part of the Economic Value Program, EVP. So other features in the partnership will be put in place to help benefit the loyal Endlife community, including Endlife being made available on Polygon Matic and the ability to use a bridging service built by Endlife to bridge BEP20 or ERC20 Endlife over to Polygon. Players will also be able to purchase Endlife on the quick swap in the near future. A well-lit path forward. The teams share that this partnership will be one of several that, when considered together, will make Nightlife Crypto one of the top blockchain gaming platforms in the world. Furthermore, it will also showcase the in-game graphics and level of customizations in the upcoming release of Nightlife Drifting before the year ending in 2021. In the last year, Nightlife Crypto has launched an alpha version of its initial game, Prop Pirates, taking the lead in the quality of blockchain games created. Further development of Prop Pirates is expected to take place in Q1 2022. Their next year is no different than the path forward, with plans to fully launch Nightlife Drifting with NFT features and expansion on Prop Pirates game, as well as creating a multitude of ways users can earn not only Endlife but other top cryptocurrencies as well. So that's here. Platform rebuilds blockchain gaming with a full-scale game including lore and backstories. The Endlife token, and Nightlife Drifting and Nightlife Crypto. Let's grab another article up here. I'm gonna keep on rolling. I'm not gonna do transitions. Not gonna do the whole subscribe, blah 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 blah, turn on bell notifications. But I appreciate it if you did. And again, if you're in the chat, please do let me know your comments and what you'd like to see covered here on Blockchain Tech and Finance News. So Grayscale says, this is from CoinDesk, writer Eliza Gritsai. Sorry. Eliza, writer for CoinDesk. Grayscale says Metaverse is a $1 trillion market opportunity. The Metaverse may represent over $1 trillion annual revenue market opportunity. Crypto investment giant Grayscale said in a report without specifying the timeline. The report, which was published on Thursday, is dubbed Metaverse, Web 3.0, Virtual Cloud Economies. The report looks into the opportunity that will arise from the intersection of trends. I don't know, puppy went. Puppy's running around here somewhere, chewing on something. The report looks into the opportunity that will arise from the intersection of trends in gaming and life with blockchain's potential to provide infrastructure for digital worlds. Projects like Decentraland allow people to interact, govern, and earn tokens and get real-world benefits for their time spent online, Grayscale said. So people are spending more and more time online, and they can currently spend money to build social status within digital realms, the company added. Revenue from virtual gaming worlds could grow to $400 billion in 2025 from $180 billion in 2020, Grayscale said. The overwhelming majority of that $400 billion will be in-game spending compared to spending on premium games, the company noted. In Q3, total fundraising for crypto was $8.2 billion, $1.8 billion of which went to Web3 and non-fungible tokens NFTs. Grayscale said fundraising for gaming applications overshadowed all their verticals of NFTs in the third quarter, hitting around $1 billion compared to the $10 billion that companies like Facebook plan to invest in accounts that could grow from other companies and venture capitalists. The metaverse is in its early innings, Grayscale said. The report was authored by Grayscale's head of research, David Greider, and research analyst Matt Maximo. They defined the metaverse as interconnected, experiential 3D virtual worlds where people located anywhere can socialize in real time to form a persistent user-owned internet company spanning the digital and physical worlds. So that's a little article here from Grayscale. Says metaverse is at a $1 trillion market opportunity. Doesn't say a timeline on there. Doesn't say when, but just an overall consensus of statement. So next article here, opinion, crypto, the gift that keeps on giving regardless of people's motivations for giving. There's a huge opportunity for charitable efforts to thrive in crypto. Manuel Gonzalez Alzuru, a co-founder of soon-to-launch non-fungible token NFT marketplace of a soon-to-launch non-fungible token NFT marketplace, says he's doing good with a smile and nod over a video call and never gets old saying that. His platform, boyishly named Doing Good is what Alzuro calls a pro-social experiment, a way to funnel some of the massive profits generated by the emergent NFT economy to worthy causes. Ethereum gave me freedom, Alzuro 31 said, and I'm always looking for ways to give back and get some freedom for others as well. That's a message he thinks others in crypto could get behind. Doing Good, set to launch on November 30th, distinguishes itself from the increasingly crowded field of NFT marketplaces by automatically directing a percentage, 5 to 95% of sales to charities. For an industry that prides itself on working on behalf of the public good, outright philanthropy isn't often prioritized. Companies, projects, and individuals have made breathtaking profits this year from a bull market that has driven the entire market cap of all cryptos, all at times above $3 trillion. It's money that's sometimes literally printed from nowhere and might be put to good use. In order for you to give, you need to have something else. In order for you to give, you need to have something to give, as Zoro said. NFTs have unlocked untold fortunes for a number of artists across industries, seemingly regardless of experience or at times talent. The creator economy was well underway in 2018 when the ERC 721 white paper was published describing the smart contract standard underpinning NFTs. Since then, however, NFTs have extended the playing field of who can get paid for their work online. That's at least part of what Alzuro means when he says freedom. Crypto has given him more than just financial independence, though there is that. It has also granted him lowercase I liberal freedoms. And the lowercase, I don't know what that is. Liberal freedom, I don't know. And some people in North America or Europe may take for granted. Born in Venezuela, Alzuro said he felt he had no guaranteed right to speech or expression until he found Ethereum. I am able to now express myself on Ethereum on the internet and it stays there, he said. No one can take that away from me. That's the power of property rights enforced by code, he said. But don't confuse him with any old capitalist Alzuro, perhaps like Ethereum itself is ideologically fluid. I also believe in communal property rights, public goods, or public infrastructure, he said, invoking the idea that crypto, open, and accessible that crypto, open and accessible to all in theory, is a new type of digital commons. That's ultimately what he wants doing good to become, to exist as the protocol level, a tool that other NFT or DeFi platforms can integrate to automate charitable giving. But public goods are open to exploitation, or as street artist Rich Simmons put in an email, the whole NFT and crypto climates so far have felt like a bit of a cash grab. And I kind of agree with that. Simmons is joining ranks including publications like CoinDesk, The New Yorker, and those using NFTs to fund charitable giving. He's using a platform called History Maker and donating several mental health to several mental health organizations. Give crypto to get back. Is crypto charity a way to cover up some of the evils of the industry? Under fire for its environmental footprint, rampant scams, and general societal toxicity, crypto certainly needs a little goodwill. But corporate social responsibility, the idea that traditional businesses own something in the world in addition to their shareholders, often leads to less than desirable and sometimes hysterical results. It's the same mentality that has the Central Intelligence Agency whitewashing itself as a progressive wing of government. At launch, creators of doing good will be able to determine which causes to support and what percentage is handed over. The intention is to open source its code and form a decentralized autonomous organization, a DAO, to set protocols around charitable giving. Consensus is also always changing. As Zoro said, the 6-member founding team isn't comfortable determining what is right or wrong. A curated registry launch in collaboration with the Giving Block, an established project that enables charities to accept crypto, may eventually blacklist unsavory recipients. Regardless of the people's motivations for giving, there's a huge opportunity for charitable efforts to thrive in crypto. Blockchain has long been touted as a way to bring transparency to an industry that sometimes operates in the dark. Smart contracts like the ones doing good design can make giving a routine part of doing business, not to mention the insane wealth created during bull markets. Azora even thinks the psychological effect that transparent blockchains foster, the same mental focus that drive people to display NFTs as avatars on social media, could benefit charity. With crypto, you have this proof that you've given back to the community, Azora said, referring to the paper trail left on Ethereum. Most of the time when giving, people are showing us vanity. You might want to create something for the betterment of humanity, he said, that what you need to first think about yourself, like if you're not doing good yourself, you cannot be creating stuff for others. Okay. Well, the main point here is charitable blockchain giving through cryptocurrency. Let's go on to the next article here. I've got 4 more articles to read from and skim right through. I'll close out the stream for the day. So this next article is from CoinDesk. Decentralized Mana token hits all-time high after a sale of a virtual real estate. If it'll ever load. This is also from CoinDesk, from Lila Ledesma. Decentraland's Mana token hits all-time high after a sale of a virtual real estate. Load. Decentraland's Mana token pushed to a record high on Thursday, hitting $5.84 for the first time. It is almost 40% in the past 7 days. The token of the decentralized virtual reality platform built on the Ethereum blockchain now has a reported market capitalization of $9.2 billion, according to data provider Messari. The surge pushes it ahead of metaverse-related play-to-earn game Axie Infinity's AXS, which was reported market cap of $8.6 billion. Tokens tied to the so-called metaverse's shared virtual environments have surged since October, when Facebook said it was changing its corporate name to Meta to signal an increasing focus on the sector. At the time, Decentraland's market cap was just over $2 billion. Investors are still wanting to capitalize on a narrative of the metaverse since rebranding of Facebook, said Juan Pellicer, an analyst at Into the Block. Pellicer said the recent waves of transactions for Mana of over $100,000 could be signaling institutional demand. He also noted that the recent virtual real estate plot sales are putting Decentraland in the spotlight again, which could also be helping propel the price. Reuters reported on Monday that a Tokens.com subsidiary, the Metaverse Group, bought a patch of virtual real estate in the Decentraland Metaverse for 618,000 Mana, equivalent to around $3.2 billion at the time of writing. Other gaming and metaverse related tokens are also trading upward. On Monday, Sandbox's SAND reached record highs after Adidas teased a partnership between the two companies. Axie Infinity's AXS is up 15% in the last 7 days, trading to around $140 per token. Gaming is still very much in the forefront, heading into Sandbox Alpha release on November 29th, said Dennis, an independent crypto analyst. The Sandbox, which is owned by Hong Kong's based game software company Animoca Brands, announced this week that it will open up part of its metaverse via a multi-week play-to-earn alpha event on November 29th. The event will give users a chance to earn up to 1,000 Sand in exclusive NFTs. But the thing is, you have to buy land, and the land is literally like, the land is so expensive. And the land is like, one piece of land is like $10,000, $20,000 worth of Ethereum or this Sand token. So I looked into it, and I was looking into their Vox editor or whatever today, and I don't have any comments at this time on it just yet. But it's growing. You can do stuff in it, you can build stuff in it, you can make your own little NFTs and upload them to the Sandbox and whatever. Or Minecraft. And also there's EngineCraft, ENJ, through the ENJ network. Minecraft on the blockchain, on Ethereum blockchain. Activision Blizzard CEO. So this is going into some finance news. This is from Yahoo Finance. David Howley, technology editor. I guess it's in the finance technology sector, okay? So switching up gears here a little bit. Why it's called Blockchain Tech and Finance News. So Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick needs to resign right now. So it's featured on Yahoo Finance Tech. The gaming giant can't reinvent itself if he's still in charge. Activision Blizzard CEO Bob Kotick needs to step down. The CEO is one of the country's largest. The CEO of one of the country's largest video game companies, Kotick, has reportedly told executives at Activision Blizzard that he'll resign if he can't resolve the company's myriad harassment scandals in short order. But the problem is that Activision Blizzard will require systemic changes, including Kotick's removal right now, especially after the Wall Street Journal's revelations last week that he knew about the company's issues for years. Those problems included allegations of rape, sexual harassment, and sexual and racial discrimination. If the company wants to move past these controversies, it needs to make a dramatic move. If not, Activision Blizzard risks losing the very people who make its games so successful. It's software developers, testers, and engineers. People are leaving. I'm getting goodbye emails. Like almost at least three a week, explained Jessica Gonzalez, senior test analyst at Activision Blizzard's Battle.net. I'm seeing people leaving the company. High level women that are in the senior positions are just leaving the company because they have no faith in Kotick, added Gonzalez, who helped organize his employee walkout after last week's journal report. The exodus could even get worse, explained Colleen Ammerman, director of the Gender Initiative at Harvard Business School. There's something that is very bad for the health of your organization and ultimately for effectiveness, she said. You have people who are disengaged in the work. They don't trust leaders. They're more likely to look elsewhere. So you're going to lose talent, and the talent that you retain is probably not going to be performing at its true potential. Employees are calling to change. The Journal's investigations to Activision Blizzard and Kotick kicked off a firestorm among employees who staged their second walkout of the year. On Monday, Activision Blizzard announced that it's launching a workplace responsibility committee that has the ultimate goal of eliminating harassment and discrimination, but that might not be enough to satisfy workers who have been calling for change for months. Activision Blizzard employees first walked out in July when the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing filed a suit claiming the Call of Duty and World of Warcraft maker allowed a culture of sexual harassment to fester unchecked for years. The suit portrays a company as one that fostered a frat boy culture with men groping females, colleagues, and women being denied promotions and raises. One woman died by suicide due to a relationship with a male supervisor. The complaint alleged the same woman who was also allegedly harassed by other co-workers who shared a nude image of her at a holiday party. According to the suit, one employee noted that women on the Battle.net team were subjected to disparaging comments. The environment also was akin to working in a frat house, and that women who were not huge gamers or core gamers and not into this party scene were excluded and treated as outsiders. New allegations have now surfaced, including one claim that Kotick left an assistant a voicemail in which he threatened to have her killed. That matter, according to the Journal, was later settled out of court. Spokeswoman for the company told the Journal Mr. Kotick quickly apologized 16 years ago for the obviously hyperbolic and inappropriate voicemail and deeply regrets the exaggeration and tone in his voicemail to this day. That's just fucking crazy. Yeah, he needs to step down. The Journal also reported that Kotick failed to tell the board that an employee alleged that she'd been raped by her male supervisor. The allegations have increased pressure on Kotick to resign, with employees creating Change.org petition, a Change.org petition seeking to build public pressure to oust him. As of Wednesday, the petition has received more than 28,000 signatures. The petition likely receives support from at least some game developers who arguably have the most crucial roles at Activision Blizzard. According to Jefferies analyst Andrew, some person named Andrew, the longer Kotick stays in the position, the more difficult it will be for Activision Blizzard to retain or recruit star developers. The longer he stays, the more likely we'll see very high turnover, if not higher turnover. Okay, you know what is this article? How long is this thing? Good Lord. We get it. He needs to step down. What's this from Microsoft? Microsoft's Xbox head Phil Spencer, meanwhile, told employees via email that he was disturbed by the reporting in the Journal's piece, and Fanbyte has confirmed that Nintendo of America head Doug Bowser wrote in an email to staff that he found the accounts in the Journal's article distressing and disturbing. Wow. It's going to be harder to market games, it's going to be harder to make games, and ultimately Blizzard fans are very passionate. They may choose not to buy games. Reviewers may choose not to review games, so they're potentially in a very precarious spot. Of course, Kotick's removal as CEO wouldn't change Activision Blizzard overnight, but it would go a long way in proving the company is actually serious about reinventing its broken culture. Yeah, broken culture is right. That's the big statement right there. So that sounds craziness. Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick needs to resign right now. Even when he's saying he left so it's unfortunate. I've got 2 more articles here. I'm gonna close out the stream for the day. Hopefully these are a little more positive. Oh, we got something from the BBC News here in technology. U.S. restricts trade with a dozen more Chinese technology firms. The U.S. government has added a dozen more Chinese companies to its restricted trade list, citing national security and foreign policy concerns. Washington says that some of the firms are helping develop the Chinese military's quantum computing program. This last move comes as tensions grow between the U.S. and China over the status of Taiwan and other issues. This latest move comes as tensions grow between the U.S. and China over the status of Taiwan and other issues. Trade was among the items discussed as virtual summit between the leaders of both countries earlier this month. 8 Chinese-based technology firms were added to the so-called entity list for their alleged role in assisting the Chinese military's quantum computing efforts in acquiring or attempting to acquire U.S. origin items in the support of military applications. This entity list has increasingly been used for national security reasons since the previous Trump administration. The U.S. Commerce Department also said 16 individuals and entities operating in China and Pakistan were added to the list due to their involvement in Pakistan's unsafeguarded nuclear activities or ballistic missile program. A total of 27 new entities were added to the list from China, Japan, Pakistan, and Singapore. Separately, the Moscow Institute of Physics and Technology was added to the department's military end-user list, although the listing gave no more details other than it had produced military equipment. The new listings will help prevent American technology from supporting the development of Chinese and Russian military advancement and activities of non-proliferation concern, like Pakistan's unsafeguarded nuclear activities or ballistic missile program. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo said in a statement, potential suppliers to firms on the list will now need to apply for a license before they can sell to them, with applications likely to be denied. Chinese telecoms giant Huawei was also added to the list in 2019 over claims that it posed risk to the U.S. national security. The move cut it off from some of its key suppliers and made it difficult for the company to produce mobile phones. The Chinese government had previously denied that it is taking part in industrial espionage. So here's that. The U.S. restricts trade with a dozen more Chinese technology firms, Huawei being one of them. Let's do this last article. I've got one more here. I'm going to close out the stream for the day from CNBC about Tencent must get approval from regulators before publishing new apps. And this is also regarding around the So I accidentally kicked my stream off, so let me reopen this up. Sorry about that. Let's go. Here we go. Cool. Tencent must get approval from Chinese regulators before publishing new apps and updates. Tencent must get approval. The key points on this article is from CNBC. Writer Arun Karpal. Tencent must get approval from Chinese regulators to send out updates for its apps. State broadcaster CCTV reported on Wednesday. The move comes after regulators found several apps made by China's most valuable technology companies violated data protection rules on a number of occasions this year. China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology must review any new apps and updates before they can be launched. So in China, Tencent must get approval from Chinese regulators to send out updates for its apps, state broadcaster CCTV reported Wednesday. The move comes after regulators found several apps made by China's most valuable technology companies violated data protection rules on a number of occasions this year. Tencent's app approvals are currently suspended. Well, I mean, that's like PUBG Mobile and stuff. China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology must review any new apps and updates before they can be launched. This could take 7 days, CCTV reported without citing any sources. They are continuously working to enhance user protection features within our apps and also have regular cooperation with relevant government agencies to ensure regulatory compliance. Our apps remain functional and available for download, a Tencent spokesperson told CNBC in a statement. Over the past year, China has been tightening rules on the domestic tech sector, which for years has grown largely unencumbered by regulation. Beijing has introduced regulation in areas from antitrust to the way in which algorithms can be used. One of the biggest regulations passed this year was a landmark personal data protection law. Regulators are forced heavily on how companies are collecting and processing data. The latest action against Tencent are part of the process. The latest move is another blow for Tencent, which has felt the impact of China's regulatory crackdown. In August, regulators introduced rules that limited children under 18 years old to just 3 hours of online video games a week during designated windows. At the time, Tencent said only a small part of its revenue comes from such players. Clampdown on other areas like the education sector have also weakened advertising appetite, which weighed on the company's third quarter earnings. Tencent's third quarter revenue came in at 142.4 billion yuan, up 13% from a year ago. That was its slowest quarterly revenue growth since going public in 2004, according to Reuters. I need to figure out how to pronounce that news agency's name, Routers or Reuters. So this is from Tencent, must get approval from Chinese regulators before publishing new apps, and updates from CNBC. All right, so that's all I have for the day today. Let's close out this stream for the day. If you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications here to blockchain, tech, and finance news. And I'll see you all back in the morning. I'll look for some news articles accordingly. I might be like midday tomorrow. If there's nothing really going on in the news, then I'll probably catch you all back on Monday. But otherwise, have a great and kind, safe rest of your week. Stay well, stay safe. Cheers, ciao. Peace be with you. Onamashigas.